Lust used to love me, and not in a good way, certainly not in a healthy way. It would show up when I was comfortable, when I was distracted, and when I was very much weaker. And for the most part, I used to think that I had it under control. Each and every single time I did, it wouldn't show up dangerously, it would show up looking good, and then it would influence the decisions that I made. The way I thought, the way I acted, all of these things were swept away from me. I remember there'd be times where I'd be focusing on something important, something that actually mattered, that would move me forward. And then out of nowhere, it would hit me like a truck. I got an urge. And I know a lot of people just think adult content when they think urges, but no, it's not just adult content. It's distractions. It could be anything, anything but doing something that matters. Messaging girls, looking for any alternative, any excuse to just avoid the work. I thought that all of these things were harmless, but it's energy wasted, it's time wasted, it's productivity wasted. All of these things that you could have been doing, you look back at that and you just think to yourself, what am I doing? And of course, after all of this, you go through the normal process, you start spiraling, thinking that this isn't something that you should be doing. And then maybe you're in a circle of people who do overindulge in lust, and you think to yourself, it's normal, every guy does this, we're all going through the same thing, right? That should make it right, right? Not really, not really, because ultimately, you're not okay with it. I wasn't okay with it. It wasn't just physically draining, but mentally it was draining too. It's like every single time you have something going for yourself, every single time you build up momentum, lust is there. Every single time you decide you want to focus on yourself, lust is somewhere in that room. It's like a succubus. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like a demon, right? Or I should say it is a demon that tries to drain every ounce of desire out of you, and it just follows you. Of course, this isn't happening physically, but mentally and spiritually, it certainly does feel like that. And I just want you guys to visualize that this demon does follow you around as it currently stands. Not only is it clouding your judgment, it is killing you slowly. Your time, your efforts, your energy, all of the above, it's all draining, it's all vanishing before your eyes. Some of you see it, some of you don't, and that awareness without action means absolutely nothing. It has this way of making comfort seem far more appealing than discipline. Even though you know being disciplined in doing the things that you need to do will get you a whole lot further than comfort, it has a way of keeping you rooted there. I remember there was a time where I should have been focusing on myself, improving myself, because at this time I didn't really have any money. I wasn't looking the best. My state of mind wasn't the best at all. And for whatever reason, because I craved attention, instead of focusing on myself, I was messaging girls. I was doing things that I shouldn't be doing, all because I craved a distraction. And spending all of this time letting my energy go to places where it didn't belong, it cost me. A lot of people think status, money, but time, momentum, focus, it all went out of the bag, all thanks to lust. It took me so much time to, of course, regain all of these things. But that's what it took from me, and that's what it'll take from you too. And you won't even realize it at first. It's a gradual thing. And by the time you've poured all of your energy into all of these cheap, useless habits, you won't have any energy left for growth. And I think that's when a big shift happened for me. When I realized how much time I had wasted, I was like, things can't continue like this, Ross. I'm not going to go anywhere with my life. So many opportunities passed by. And it's that regret that ate at me. So I decided to myself, I'm going to take things a whole lot more seriously going forward. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking to yourself that you may get an overnight guide on how to get past this habit, or maybe even get past it within 3 days. Forget about it. Didn't work for me, and it won't work for you either. In order to get rid of a bad habit, you need to swap it out for a good one. And the best way that I dealt with lust is by walking away, by getting up and walking away. That's how I eventually defeated lust. I walked away. I chose to be the bigger person. So whether that means closing your app, going outside, speaking to people, find out what walking away means for you. because I found out what it meant for me. All of the things that I just mentioned, of course. Closing the app, getting outside, going out and speaking to people. That's what actually helped me. And if you do this over time, you will find yourself detaching yourself from the situations where lust may appear to be strong. But once again, the person that, or the thing that you're fighting isn't exactly a fair fighter. So there may be situations where you find yourself falling back into temptation, getting distracted. And of course, in these moments, it's best that you just try and avoid them altogether. But of course, there will be times where lust will use dirty tactics to pull you back in. But I just want you guys to know, the more you continue to run away, the faster you continue to run away, the stronger you will get. I use work as an outlet. I use gym as an outlet. I build something that actually matters now, all because I refuse to face lust again. It's that arrogance that holds people back, thinking that they're above this habit, but you're not. You're not. There's been so many great men who have came before you, who have fallen into the same temptation, and yet you think that you can stand above it. It doesn't make sense. It's illogical. There's no person on the planet, when faced with overwhelming temptation, they can't overcome that. They can't, and you certainly can't either. So that's what I believe to be best. If you are somebody who's battling lust, once again, battling lust, I think the best option for you is just to run. And I know I've just spent the past 5 minutes making lust out to be the big bad of your entire life, and maybe for the most part it has been, but I think a lot of you, where you go wrong is you misunderstand lust. Lust is a part of you. It's desire. That's all it is. It's desire. And if you misuse desire, of course your life is going to look a certain type of way, not the way that you'd want it to. If you indulge in degenerate activities, that's where you're pouring your desire, then you can't expect a positive outcome. You need to channel that and push it into something that actually matters, something that actually progresses you, moves you forward. And the way I do this, the way I take this biological drive and build it into something that pushes me forward instead of drains me, is by following the Kaizen philosophy. I apply that to my biology, improving 1% each and every single day. 1% more disciplined, 1% more focused, 1% more purpose-driven. And over time, that compounds and you become a completely different person. You won't even recognize yourself in a year's time if you do this. Before I knew it, I was looking at a completely different version of myself. Not because lust disappeared. No, it's always going to be there. It's desire. Desire will always be there, but it's because I stopped letting it run my life. And I know all of you can do that too. I know all of you are that competent. Trust me, I've been in your position before. If I can do it, you definitely can. But that's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, share it to a friend or family member who you think may need to see this video. If you guys want to join a community full of like-minded people on the path of self-development, then I'll leave a link down below in the description, as well as the comment section, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. God bless.